Okay, today we'll start about the new thing which is known as a list. So in the list concept, today we'll compare the list. Okay, so which is one of the most important concept in the entire project. Just give me a minute. I don't know why what happened to my headset. Okay, chill. So let me open the idea link. So we are discussing about the concept list. And as I mentioned in the last section, guys, let's say, as I mentioned in the last section, if you see here, okay, if you see here, somewhere we are discussing Python, right? So Python, yes. Okay, see, strings we have done. We have done with the strings concept. Now we are going to learn about the list concept. So list, I will start. Everything I will make it in a single file so that it will be very easy to compare for topic to topic. So the concept is list. So as strings is represented with the help of quotes. We are going to learn about the list. So list is going to represented with the help of square bracket. Okay. So every data type has their own unique way of representation. I'm telling you. So let's say you are representing the string. So if you take the string, you are representing the string with the help of quotes. With the help of quotes, like if anything you write, suppose if I write A is equals to data. So anything you write in between the quotes, it's a string that we have seen in the last section very clearly. In the same way, today we are going to discuss about the concept list. So list is going to represented with the help of square bracket, point number 1, and memory allocation, indexing, slicing, skip. All the points exactly same what you learned in the strings concept, exactly same. The concept which is there in the string, all the concept is same when coming to the list also. Now come back here. I will write a theoretical part. Let me connect to the server. So Python list. So Python list concept. So list is represented with square bracket and memory allocation. Memory allocation will happen. Memory allocation will happen where there is comma. Where there is comma. And point number 2. Point number 2. What is the point number 2 means? List, or you can select. You can pass anything. You can pass anything. Anything means like any data type. What is the meaning of anything? Any data type. Can pass any data type into the list. Any data type into the list. So you can write here something like you can pass integer, can pass float, you can pass string. You can pass integer, you can pass float, and you can pass string. So let's say very simple concept, very easy, because you understood strings. If you understood strings means all the concepts from now will be easy. If you don't understood the strings, remaining everything will be the most toughest concepts. For example, let me go here. If I write A is equals to in between the square bracket, if I write 10, 12.5, and if I write Python, as I mentioned, in between the square bracket, if you are writing means it becomes the list. So when you run this line, of course, when you run this line, it saves in the memory. It saves in the memory. Imagine this is the memory. Imagine this is the memory. So how it is going to save? Wherever there is a comma, there the index will be allocated. I'm telling you. Wherever there is a comma, there the index will be allocated. So which means A is equals to 10, 12.5, Python. 12.5 and Python. If I run this particular line, it saves in the memory. It saves in the memory. So how it saves, sir? A is equals to, take a box, 10, see 10 comma is there, so box. Next 12.5 comma is there, so box. Next one what? Next one if you see Python, comma is there, Python. You can ask me one question. Sir, you said like if I write A is equals to Python, so it will be saved in the form of character by character. So you said like 0th index, first index, second index, third index, fourth index, and fifth index. Guys, this is you are writing the string in between the quotes. So that's why it is allocating in this way. Here, what you are writing to the variable? To the variable A, you are writing the list. To the variable A, you are writing the list. So when it is goes and when it saves in the memory, Python will be separated. Wherever there is a comma, Python will be separated. Okay, so this is nothing but 0th index, first index, and second index. 0th index, first index, and second index. What I'm saying is here Python is there, no sir. So why the Python is not coming like this? You are writing in a list. Here this is a string. Lot of difference is there. This is directly string. Here you are writing the string inside the list. You are writing the string inside the list. Lot of difference is there. I'm telling. Okay. So let's implement them. A is equals to I'm writing 10. I'm writing 12.55. So I'm writing 12.55. And I'm writing here, let's say, suppose Python. Of course, first line will save in the memory. Of course, first line will save in the memory. How it will save in the memory? This is the memory. If this is the memory, first line, if I run this particular cell, the lines which are inside this particular box will be executed one after other, line by line execution. How it saves? As I mentioned, A is equals to 10, one part, 12.55 one part, and Python 1. So which means 0th index, first index, and second index. Okay, so see, if you print A, what happens? You are printing the family name. You are printing entire variable. So all the things will be called, yes or no? As I told you in the very clearly in the last section. If you print all the things which are inside the A, 10, 12.55 and Python, everything will be called. See, everything will be called and will be printed in front of. Very, very simple. Now, guys, you tell me, let's say, for example, I will take a stable list to explain all the concept. I will take a stable list. Suppose if I am writing A is equals to, that's what I'm saying. See, anything you can pass inside the list. You can pass integer, no problem. You can pass float, no problem. You can pass string, no problem. Even you can pass the boolean also. Even you can pass like true, false also. That is not a big problem. Anything the list will accept. Anything the list will accept. Suppose here if I am writing A is equals to 10, 13, 4, 8, 18, 72 and the value 9. Suppose I am writing this. Okay, of course, again and again I am not going to tell. So this is saves in the memory. You know very well, right? So the first line will be saved in the memory. How it will save? The question is how this is going to save. Let's say for example, A is equals to, let me take a box, wherever there is a comma, 10, 13, 4, 8, 18, 72, 9. What is the indexes, guys? 0th index, first index, second index, third index, fourth index, fifth index, sixth index. Now you need to tell me the answers, guys. Come on. Okay. So print A. So print A means what? Print A means you are calling the family name. All the things will be called, yes or no, all will be printed in front of. Now you tell me, if I write print A of 3, A of 3,
8 will give same.
8. So in the variable A, is holding many numbers, 10, 13, 4, 8, 18, 72, and 9. A is a family name. In that particular family, you are calling the third person. So third person is who? 8. A of 3 means 8. Suppose if I write like this, you tell me print suppose if I write 6, nothing but the last value. The last value which is 9. The last value which is 9. I told you this is like a family name and this is a family members. Okay, this is how we can call using the index. Guys, now any one of you tell me the answer. I will use this like, okay, index is common anywhere. Index is common. I will use the slicing here. Print to print the output in front of you. In the variable A, from the first index position to fifth, I will write like this. From 1 to 5. What will be the output? Slicing, you need to tell me. Because you attended the strings concept, right? A of 1 to 5. Slicing.
13 to 18.
13 to 18
13
to 18.
13, 18. Yes, very good. Why? Because this is a starting point, starting from 1. Ending point is what? 5. 5 means what? N minus 1. 5 minus 1 is how much? 4. So 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, which means 13, 4, 8, and 18. 8 and 18. Slicing concept is same, I'm telling you. I'm telling you memory allocation will be same. Saving in the memory. Calling using the index will be same. Slicing will be same. Skipping also will be same. All the concepts are same. You tell me what is the answer for this? In the variable from the starting till the end, 2. I already told you very clearly. We have a very long section also in the, I think Friday, I think so. We took a long section on the strings to discuss all these points. See, from the starting.
18, 9, sir.
From the starting till the end, skip 2 means?
10, 4, 18, 9.
Yes. All of you correct only, no? So 10, 4, 18, 9. So now you tell me, guys, let's say here, all these concepts are same or not, you tell me. Memory allocation, same or not. Indexing, slicing, skipping. All these are same or not, just you tell me. Common or not between list and string and the list? It is
Same,
common.
sir. Common.
Concepts are same.
Common.
That's why I told you, like, if you get to know, if you just get to know about the string, list will be very, very easy for all these concepts. Okay, very simple logic. Very simple logic. Come on. Now, what is the most important thing that we need to discuss? List is a mutable or immutable. List is a mutable or immutable. If you go to here, so let's say Python list, mutable or immutable. If you go to the internet, in the internet they will tell you it is a mutable. Guys, anyone tell me what is a mutable? What is
We
mutable?
can do memory change. Memory size.
We can change the size and
Size
type.
of the memory.
We can
Change the size of the memory.
yes. So how the answer should be is you can increase the memory space and you can decrease the memory space whenever we want. In a string concept, it is not possible. String is an immutable. You can't change anything inside the string, I'm telling you. You can't change anything inside the string concept. Once it is saving in the memory, it is fixed. Once it is saving in the memory, it is fixed. You can't increase the memory or you can't decrease the memory. But what about list? That's why list becomes very, very powerful. So let me do here one thing. So list is mutable or immutable. So we need to prove it. So okay, according to the internet sources, we can say it is a mutable directly. But what I need is like, we need to prove it. This is how the interview questions will be. Prove that list is a mutable or immutable. Then only you just need to judge the concept. So to prove these things, what we need, guys, you tell me. We need to try to increase the memory size. Try to increase the memory size. Okay. Try to decrease the memory size. Simple. Try to increase the memory size and try to decrease the memory size. Okay. Now see, let's try to add. Increase the memory size. So let's try to increase the memory size, I'm telling you. Okay. As I have the values here, same values I will take because already they have written on the screen. So you know very well, first line will save in the memory. Sir, no? First line will save in the memory, which you can see on the screen here, wherever where the mouse cursor is, there you can see. First line will save in the memory. Next one. Next one you see here. First line will save in the memory. I want to increase the memory. So what I want is, I want to prove list is a mutable or immutable. I will try to increase the memory. I will try to decrease the memory. If these two things are possible, means it is a mutable. If these two things are not possible, means it is an immutable. Simple logic. If you see the string concept, in the string concept, we can't increase the memory, we can't decrease the memory. The flexibility is not there. Okay, once it is saving in the memory, it is not increasing, not decreasing. So that's why we call the string as a immutable. But according to the internet sources, they are telling like list is a mutable. So let's see. So here what I will do is, I will write like this: a of 7 is equals to 500. Print a. I'm writing like this, yes. Now I will ask the questions, be ready. First line will save in the memory, how you can see here on the system. So how you can see, okay, first line completed. In the second line, you see in the second line, I told you to be very focused here. Whenever you see the equal to, a right side operation will be given to the left side. That is simple fact. Okay, a right side operation will be given to the left side. So what is right side? Right side 500. 500 you are giving to where you are giving? In the variable a. A is a family name, no? In the variable a, in the place of 7th index position you are giving. So you tell me, do you have the 7th index position here? Do you have the 7th index position here? No.
No, sir.
So then what you are doing? You are trying to create. You are trying to create the 7th index position. See, in the variable a, you are trying to create the 7th index position, and you are trying to fill 500 in it. You are trying to fill 500 in it. Okay. Imagine this line works well. Okay. First line saving in the memory. Second line also executed. Done. I mean, it works well. No issues in the second line. In the third line, if I print a, what will be my output? 10, 13, 4, 8, 18, 72, 9 and 500. Yes or no? 500 will be also there. Why? Because in the second line you are adding the value, which means you are trying to increase the memory. Previously you have just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What you have 7 values. Now you are making them into 8, which means you are trying to increase the memory. You are trying to increase the memory. But my question for you is, do this line works or not? Tell me. Can we increase the memory space in the list?
Yes,
Second line will work.
yes.
So confident. Okay. So see, let me run it. Let me run. See, I don't know from which location in Hyderabad there is a full rains, full power issues. What happens today? So yeah, let me make it here. Okay. So see, where you are getting the, see, when you see the error, you should not worry. I'm telling you. In which line you are getting the error, guys? Line number 5, which means this line. Exactly here only, you are getting the error. You are getting the error. Come on, guys, like you said, this can increase the memory, no? But come down. What you see? What you see here? What they are telling? List assignment index out of range. Same thing I will tell you one logic here. See? Same thing I will tell you one logic. Come, open a cell here. A is equals to data. Okay? A is equals to data. A of 4 is equals to J. Suppose print A. I'm writing this 3 lines. I'm writing this 3 lines. So you know if this is the memory, for example, if this is the memory, first line saving in the memory. A is equals to first line saving in the memory. Okay, very good. First line saving in the memory. In the second line, what you are doing is you are trying to 0th index, first index, second index, and third index. In the second line, what you are doing, you are trying to create the fourth index. Yes or no? You are trying to create the fourth index, and you are trying to fill the J in it. You are trying to fill the J in it. And okay, if this line works means then only it goes to the next line. But what happens? See here, I told you in the last section also. In the second line only we are going to get the error or not. You see, the second line you are going to get the error, but see the error. You just need to focus on the error. String object does not support item assignment. What the error is saying? Here the variable A is holding the string. According to the string concept, once it is saving in the memory, you can't increase the memory. You can't increase the memory. That is fact. You can't increase the memory. Once it is saved, fixed. The size is fixed. You can't increase the memory or you can't decrease the memory. That is what the meaning. String object doesn't support item assignment. But when coming to the list concept, but you see when you come to the list concept, in the list concept, what was the error? Do they are saying like list is not list won't support like item assignment? Though the error is like that, the error should be same only. No, if the memory is not increasing means if the string is immutable and the list is also immutable means, so string error and the list error should be same. Then why the errors are different? Here, according to the error, what they are saying is string concept does not support item assignment. You can't increase the memory or you can't decrease the memory in the string concept. But in the list concept, what they are saying, you can increase the memory. You can increase the memory, but not with the help of index concept. So how can you see? Already once it is saving in the memory, already here if you see, it is saving in the memory. According to the first line, perfectly it is saving in the memory. And in the second line, without taking the permission of the CPU, or without taking the permission of the Python, directly you are trying to increase the memory. Who has given the right for us to increase the memory? No one. So that's what they are saying. What they are saying is using index concept, see, list assignment index out of range. So here only in the variable A, only 6 indexes are there. You are trying to create the 7th one and you are trying to fill the 500 in it. It is impossible. Using index, you can't do it. Using index, you can't do it. That doesn't mean like list is an immutable. List is mutable only. You can increase the memory, you can decrease the memory. I will write here. So I will write here very clearly. String is immutable. Immutable, that is for sure. But list is mutable. List is mutable where in the list concept, or we can select where if the variable is holding, the list type, if the variable is holding the list, we can increase the memory, and we can decrease the memory, but not with the index concept. Then how, guys? Then how?
Directly
As
we add
mentioned,
data to the variable, sir.
as mentioned, every concept. So let's say every concept, which means string concept has their own built-in functions. Yes or no? String concept has string built-in functions. As mentioned, every concept like string has string built-in functions. In the same way, use the list built-in functions. Use list built-in functions, and we can add the memory. We can add the memory and we can reduce the memory. I'm telling you. So what I'm saying here is, let's say you can increase the memory space. You can increase and decrease in the list concept, but not using the index. But not using the index. It's a mutable only. List is a mutable. You can increase, but not using the index or slicing or skipping concept. Only with the help of built-in functions. And I'm telling you once again, I'm telling the built-in functions which are available in the string concept will be not available in the list concept. Every concept has their own built-in functions. Every concept has their own built-in functions. I'm telling you. List concept, list built-in functions. String concept, string built-in functions. Tuple will be having tuple built-in functions. Set will be set and dictionary will be dictionary. Every concept is unique. I'm telling you. Every concept is completely unique. Got my point? So keeping these things in mind, keeping these things in mind, what are the list built-in functions? What are the list built-in functions? Okay, sir, when you see the string, in the string, what are the built-in functions we have seen? We have seen about capitalize, title, lower, upper, is lower, is upper, is alpha, is numeric, is alpha numeric we have seen, replace we have seen, count we have seen, index we have seen. Am I right, guys? All these things comes under string. Now we are going to learn about the list, where we have already completed the memory allocation, indexing, slicing and skipping. To prove mutable or immutable, we have done those things also, but unfortunately with the help of index you can't increase the memory or you can't decrease the memory. Okay, the only option is built-in functions in the list. You can ask me one question, sir. Here also you are using the index only, not to. Here also you are using the index only to increase the memory. So then use some built-in functions in the string concept also to increase the memory. But my point is, do we have that built-in functions here? We have the built-in functions, but there is no built-in function in the string which helps to increase the memory, which helps to decrease the memory. That's why it is a immutable. But in the list, whatever the built-in functions are there, using those built-in functions, we can increase and we can decrease the memory. Guys, following me now, all of you? Clearly? So, list built-in functions. List built-in functions. What are the built-in functions that are available in the list? First one, append. Okay. First one, append. Second one, extend. Okay. Third one, insert. Okay. Third one, insert. Next, pop, remove. Okay. Count, index. Okay. Count, index, copy, clear, reverse, sort. These are all the built-in functions that are available in the list concept. Every built-in functions should be in your brain, I'm telling you. If you forget, we can't do anything. Append, extend, insert, pop, remove, count, index, copy, clear, reverse, and sort. So these are the built-in functions we have in the list concept. If you see, you can select sir, count and index are also available in the string. No? Yes. In the string, you have count and index. Here also, you have count and index. Common functions. Common built-in functions. Sir, in these all built-in functions, in all these built-in functions, what are the built-in functions that are used for addition? To increase the memory. For addition purpose, to increase the memory. For adding memory. What are the built-in functions that are available? Okay, so the built-in functions that are available is these three. So these three are used for addition purpose to increase the memory. Let's say deleting memory. Okay, deleting memory. So to reduce the memory, what we are going to use? We are going to use the next. We are going to use next two. And remaining, sir, what about the remaining? What about the remaining? Remaining, we can say like it's a common functions, just to do some task. Common functions. Common functions means which will be helping you to do some work without wasting the time. Okay. See that these are the built-in functions which I divided them into pieces. All are the built-in functions where the first three built-in functions will be used for addition. I mean adding the memory size. Next two for reducing the memory size. Remaining things just to do some task to reduce our work. Just to do some task which is reduce our task. Okay. So can we implement, guys? All of you clear till here? Following me now? Just give me some confirmation. Okay. Okay. Now see, we will implement one by one. First of all, first built-in function in the list concept. First built-in function in the list concept. What is the first built-in function, guys? First, let's try to add for addition purpose. For addition purpose. Trying to increase the memory size. Memory size using. Trying to increase the memory size using append. Append. Okay. Using append, I am trying to use the. I'm trying to increase the memory size. So let's see. First, I'm going to take these things. And I'm going to keep it here. Okay. So first line, how it will save in the memory. First, how this will save in the memory. Let's say A is equals to. Let's say A is equals to. Write clearly all the values. So 10, 13, 4, 8, 18, 72, 9. 0th index, first index, second index, third index, fourth index, fifth index, and sixth index. Okay, fine. First line saved in the memory. First line saved in the memory. Yes, you tell me. How to see the built-in functions? You tell me. I told you in the last section. If I want to see the built-in functions which are available in the list concept, what I have to do? I told you. You need to write
Dot. Dot.
You need to write A dot Y. See here. A is a variable which is holding the list. A is a variable which is holding the list. So in the last section, A is a variable which is holding the string. That's a different story. But now A is a variable. A is a variable which is holding list. Which is holding list. Suppose if I write a dot, suppose if I write a dot, what this dot will do? What this dot will do? Dot will see what is this variable a. See, listen very carefully. If you write something like a dot, what this dot will do? Dot will see what is a. A is a variable which is holding the list. So all the list built-in functions will be shown in front of you. All the list built-in functions will be available in front of you. In that, if I write a, suppose imagine, see, if I write a dot, okay, dot will see what is a. A is a list. A is a variable which is holding list. So all the built-in functions which is related to list, all the built-in functions which is related to list will be showing here. In that, I will use the first one of the built-in function which is append. So a dot append. What this append will do, see very here, simple logic. Dot is doing everything. Nobody is doing anything, like only the dot is doing everything. Sir, no? So why, sir, why dot is doing? Because it is giving you the names. It is giving a dot. This dot will see what is a is a list. All the built-in functions it will show. In that, all the built-in functions, I will use append. I will select append. Okay. I will write like 500. Append of 500. See, append is one of the function, one of the built-in function, where for this particular function, you are giving 500. So what this append function will do? Append function will take this 500, will implement on the variable a, which means on this. It will add at the end. So 500, comma 500. Append function will add this 500 what we are giving to the end of the list. Only it will add at the end of the list, I'm telling you. So see, if I write a, if I write dot, see, dot will show me all the built-in functions. See, all the built-in functions which comes under the list concept. All the built-in functions which comes under the list concept. So in that first one I am selecting, see, append. First one I am selecting and I am passing 500. Come on, if you pass like this, what happens? Append is a function. It's a function. It will do one work. It will do one specific work. This function, for this particular function, you are passing 500. Append function will take 500, whatever you are giving. Where it will implement on the variable a, because you are writing a dot. It will implement on the variable a. Variable a is nothing but this one. It will implement on this a. What append function will do? Append function will take the input. Will take the input 500. Will add only at the end. I'm telling you. Will add only at the end. So first line saving in the memory. Second line, append function will take 500. Will add to the a. Creating 7th index 500. It will add to the a. Function is doing everything. Append will take 500. Will add to the variable a. Simple. Okay, sir. Second line, value is adding. Say value is adding. Adding to the variable a. Okay. Value is adding to the variable a. So if I print a, what happens now? First also you print. What happens? Nothing. So you see now. Difference you can see. First line saving in the memory. First line saving in the memory. Line by line execution. First line saving in the memory. Print a means 10, 13, 4, 8, 18, 72, 9. This is print a. Next in the third line what you are doing? You are using the append function and you are adding the 500 to the variable a. Okay, the third line a value is added. In the fourth line again you are printing a. Now if you print, what happens? And 500, because in the third line you are adding now. So in the fourth line if you print means in the memory 500 will be there. 500 will be there. Now if you see what happens? First, saving in the memory, print a. So, okay. After adding 500, if you print means 500 is coming or not, guys? Now you tell me, memory size is increasing or not? Memory size is increasing or not? Memory size is increasing. So that is how the built-in functions will be helpful. That is how the built-in functions will be helpful. So there is another function also, not only append. There is one more function called extend, which is used to increase the memory size. So come here, extend. What extend will do? I will write here. Extend function will take input from the user. Input from the user will add to the end of the list only. End of the list only. But you can ask me one question then. Sir, append also same, no? Append also what it is doing? Append also is taking the value from the user and it is adding to the end of the list only. But in the extend you can pass multiple values. You can pass multiple values. I'm telling you. In the append you can pass only a single value. Append will take only a single value and it will add to the variable a. But extend you can pass how many values you want. How many values you want. So how to do it? Let's see. See here, I'm going to implement them. See, first line saves in the memory, you know. First line, exactly how it is written on the screen. This is going to save in the memory. So in the next line, if you see, here, what I'm going to do is, A is a variable which is holding list. If I keep the dot, all the list related functions will be showing. All the list built-in functions, not the string. Only because A is list, all the list built-in functions. In that, one of the function is extend function. So for this extend function, I am going to write. See, I want to write 10. I want to add 3 values like 1, 2, I want to add these 3 values. Yes, you can add these 3 values to the end of the existing list. But if you write like this, it won't work. 3 values you are passing. No, you need to pass like a bag, like in a square bracket only. You need to write. It's like a bag. At a time you are passing 3. So what extend function will do? Extend function will take the 3 values, whatever you are writing, will add it here. Why it is adding in the A only? Because you are writing A dot. A is a variable which is holding list in the memory. So extend function will take these 3 values. We'll add 1, we'll add 2, we'll add 3, 7th index, 8th index, and 9th index. 3 values will be added. So after the print here. So in the first, you see here, we are also a print here. So first line saving in the memory, print A means exactly whatever it is that it will print. But in the third line, you are adding the values. Now if you print A, values will be added. You can see the difference. First, whatever it is saving in the memory, you are printing. In this line, you are adding 3 values. Print A means the 3 values are here. Print A means that values are here. Okay. All of you, Afrid, Amar, Aditya, all of you following me now clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is about
Sir?
append.
Excuse me.
Tell me.
Yeah, if you want to keep those numbers in certain positions, can we do that?
Wherever you want, you can do it. That is why append is keeping only at the end. Extend is also keeping only at the end. Now insert is there. You can use the insert and you can keep wherever you want.
Okay.
Wherever you want. So that's what we are going to discuss now. Insert. What
Sir,
it will do? Yes.
Append and extend both in these both we can keep values in the end only.
It will add at the end.
What's that?
Only at the end.
Only at the end. Okay.
Yes.
Then okay. So now what is main difference for append and extend?
Append will add
A
only
single
one
value
value.
and multiple values.
Yes. Append will add only one value.
Okay. Multiple
the
values.
extend, they can,
Multiple values. Okay.
yes. Then insert function. It using insert using insert, we can add the values wherever we want. We can add the values wherever we want. Okay, wherever we want, we can add the values. For example, see here, sir, I want to add the value in the place of 4. In the place of 4, I want to add 40. Then what this 4 will do? See, 10, 13. In the place of 4, if you want to add 40 means 40 will come here. This 4 moves right side. This 4 moves right side. 8 moves right side. This moves right side. This moves right side. So 4, 8, 18, 72 and okay, in the place of 4, which means in the see 0th index, first index, second index. Second index 4 is there. Now second index 40. Okay, in the second index, in the place of 4, if you want to add 40, you can add the 40. But whatever the current value it is there in that location will move right side. All the values will be shifted to the right side. Okay, those things also you can do it. For example, same example I am taking there. Any example you can take. Concept you need to understand. You need to understand the concept. Any values you take doesn't matter. Here, any values you take, concept is same. So see, A is a variable in the list. In the list concept, if you keep the dot, I will be having the insert function. I will be having the insert function. So insert function. So what you want to do in the place of second index position, I want to add 40. Clearly you need to write. You need to clearly write what you are writing. I am variable A, which means in this particular list, I am applying the insert function. Insert function will be applied on the list. What you are applying in the second index position, which means in the place of 4, you are trying to add 40. You are trying to add 40. Automatically, it will add in that location. Everything will be taken care by Python. Okay, so here the value will be added. And now if you see print A, if you can just compare before and after. Okay, first line saving in the memory. Print A means exactly what it is saved, it is coming. Done. But in the third line, you are adding. You can ask me, sir, if we are printing here means why we are not getting? Because we are just saving in the memory. We are printing it. It is printing. In the third line, we are adding. No. In the third line, we are adding so that if you print A after adding, if you print, it will add. See the place of what has been added. Guys, please tell me understood or not, all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So now you tell me addition is possible or not. So in the, using the built-in functions in the concept, because see, the built-in functions which you are using the list built-in functions only. Okay. So using the list built-in functions, yes, we can increase the memory. What I'm saying is you can increase the memory size. Point number 2. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now deletion. Okay, sir, increasing is possible. As you said, append, extend and insert. You can increase the memory. What
Excuse-
about deletion? Yes.
Sir, if we want to add 2 or 3 elements in different positions, can we do it?
Write 2 to 3 lines. Write one line here. Another insert you write. Another insert you write. Python is a line by line execution. After completing one line, it goes to the next line. In the next line, you add the value wherever you want. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next one, deleting. How to decrease the memory size? Using pop and remove. Using pop and remove. Let's try to decrease. Trying to decrease the memory size. Trying to decrease the memory size. So same which is already I have written on the screen. Same data I'm taking. You can take whatever the values that you want. It's your wish. Concept is same. So instead of using these two are the built-in functions. Pop and remove are the built-in functions which comes under the list concept. Directly, I can use one of the built-in functions which is in Python, like print type. There is a built-in function directly, direct built-in function. What is the direct built-in function and the concept built-in function? Let's say you can use the print condition type wherever you want. It's common. It comes under common Python, like anywhere you can use. But the append function you can use only in the list concept. So like that, a common function is there. Common Python function, del, delete. This is not a list built-in function. Directly we can do it. See, first line I am writing A, which is going to save in the memory. Which is going to save in the memory. First line. In the second line, I want to delete. Del means delete. In the variable A, second index position, I want to delete. In the variable A, second index position. In the variable A. So what happens in the variable A, second index position means 4 will be deleted, only 10, 13, 8, 18, 72, 9. See here, the deletion is happening. The deletion is happening. If you want, compare line by line, you compare. First line saving in the memory, print A, exactly whatever it is there, it is going to print here. In the third line, you are deleting one value. After deleting, if you print means, you can see one value will be not there. 4 is there, now 4 is not there. After deleting, you can't see the 4. You can't see the 4. This is directly deleting option. You can decrease the memory. Sir, can you use the built-in functions as you mentioned, pop and remove? Yes, let's try to use them also. Pop, pop defaultly will remove last value, but if you pass value, if you pass a input, it will treat like a index. It will treat like a index. What is this concept, sir? So see, very simple too. Very simple. Okay, very simple here. So let me write here A. Let me write here A. See, okay, first line is going to save in the memory. Okay, fine. How you can see on the screen, it will save in the first line, will be saving in the memory. Okay. In the next line, A is a list. A is a variable which is holding the list. In the list, there is a built-in function. There is a built-in function called pop. Pop. I am applying the pop. See, you are applying the pop built-in function. Where you are applying on the variable A, because you are writing A dot. A is a list, so you can use the list built-in function. This pop will be applied on A only. That's why you are writing A dot. It will be applied on A only. Now, what this pop will do? You are passing nothing here. You are passing nothing. So pop will apply on the A. What it will do? It will remove the last value. 9 will be removed. Last value will be removed. You see here. You see, first line will save in the memory. A dot pop. Pop, what it will do? Pop function will be applied on A. Why? Because A is a list. It will apply on A, the variable A. A means these values. Pop will remove the last value. 9 will be removed. So if you print a 9, if you print A, 9 will be not there. See, only till 72 you can see 9 will be not there. That is pop. Same concept. If you pass like this, if I pass 3 here, defaultly it will remove the last value. Defaultly it will remove the last value. But if you pass a input, it will treat like an index. I want to apply the pop function on the variable A. On the variable A, see, I want to apply the pop function on the variable A, number 1, and I'm passing 3. So 3, it will treat like a third index position. In the third index position, what you are having? 8. 8 will be removed. So that's why if you pass input, it will treat like a index. If you pass 3, 3 will be applied on A, it will remove the third index position. And if you print AC, the third index position 8 will be not there. 4, 18 will be there, but in between 8 has been missed. So value has been removed. Value has been removed. That is the purpose of pop. We have the next one, remove. Sir, why every time index? Can't I give directly the value? You can give it, remove. Pass value and remove it. Pass value and remove it. For example, you see here, I will do some changes on top of this. Okay. A is going to save on the memory. No. A is a list. I can use the list function. One of the function is remove. I want to remove 18. Directly I am passing it. See what you are writing? I am using the remove function on top of A because A is holding the list. In the list, remove function is there. What you want to remove? You want to remove 18. So 18 will be removed. 18 will be removed. Simple. 18 will be removed. And now if you print A, automatically 18 will be removed. Directly you can pass the value. There is no need of focusing on the index. Directly you can remove the value. Guys, now according to these situations, so we have seen here, see, you can pass anything in the list, integer, float or string. Slicing, skipping, everything is common. And our main agenda is we need to prove that list is a mutable or immutable. According to the internet sources, they are telling it is a mutable. But we are the developers, so we need to prove it. So I am using the string concept, I am using the index concept. I manually I am trying to increase the memory. I want to create manually 7th index and I want to fill 500, but it is not possible because CPU won't accept your order. In that case, what I have done in the list concept, okay, if I want to prove it is a mutable or not, I need the built-in functions which are available in the list only, I am collecting some all the built-in functions, append, extend, insert, using these 3 built-in functions which comes under the list, which are in these built-in functions will be not available in dictionary, set or tuple or string. These functions for list only. Using these 3, I can increase the memory. Using this 2, I can decrease the memory. Now you tell me, guys, according to the above content, according to the above content, we can say that list is mutable. Yes or no, guys? Can we say it is a mutable or this is how you need to prove when they ask in the interview. When they ask in the interview, you need to take time and you need to do all these things. Okay, so for that purpose, we have done the functions. Then what about these functions, sir? Count, index, copy, clear, reverse, sort. What about these functions? Very easy functions. Let's see about copy, count and index first. Let's see about count function. What count function will do in the list? It will just sit and count. For example, if I write A is equals to 10, 20, 15, 10, 15, 5, 8, 10. Okay, I'm writing. I'm going to write like this. So print in the variable A is a variable which is holding list. In the list, there is a built-in function called count. In the list, there is a built-in function called count. I am passing 10. So what I am doing here, I want to apply the count function. I want to apply the count built-in function. And I want to count how many times the A is there in the variable A, which means in this variable. In this particular A, I want to count how many times 10 is there in the variable. Simple. So how many times A is there, guys? 3 times. I'm going to apply the count function. I want to count the value 10 on variable A, which means in this particular list, how many times 10 is there? 10 is there 3 times. How many times 15 is there? You have 2 times. Simple. That is the purpose of count. That is the purpose of count. I'm going to take the same values which I used here. Index. Index. What is the purpose of index, sir, guys? So you if you want to find the index, use the index. For example, sir, I want to find the index of 8. I want to find the index of value 8. So print a is a variable in the list. No, in the list we have one of the built-in function called index. Okay, I'm going to use and I want to pass 8. So what happens now? You tell me. What happens? Index is a built-in function which is going to apply on a, which means on top of this it will apply. What this one is doing, the index function is going to check what was the index of the 8 and it is going to print in front of. Okay, index in the variable a, on top of variable a, I am going to use index function because a is a list. In the list we have index function. What is the index of 8? Value 8. 3. Simple. Very, very simple. And there are last two. These two I will tell you, don't worry. First, let's complete these two. Reverse and sort, very easy. Reverse and sort. Okay, reverse. For example, guys, you see, I want to reverse these things, guys. I want to reverse them. Can I do like this, guys? You tell me. Variable a from the starting till the end -1. Can I use the slicing? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
From the starting till the end, reverse everything. See, automatically it will reverse. Automatically it will reverse. See, last comes first. It will reverse everything. So instead of using this slicing, what I'm saying is you can use the slicing to reverse. You can use the slicing to reverse, or else in the list concept, there is a built-in function. In the list also, there is a built-in function. If I keep the dot, a is a list, no, all the list built-in function will be shown. You can use the reverse function. A dot reverse and print it. Simple. First line will save in the memory. In the second line, a is a variable. A is a variable which is having the list. Okay. So since it is a list, in the list we have reverse function. A reverse built-in function will be applied on the list. What this reverse built-in function will do? I told you every built-in function will do one work. A reverse built-in function will reverse the values. After that, if you print a means it will be reversed. See, it will be reversed. Directly you can use the slicing, or else you can use the reverse built-in function. So this is about a reverse. Sort. Next one, sort is there. Sort is like a sorting as ascending order or descending order. Ascending order or descending order. For example, I am having these values. I want to maintain these values in ascending order. I want to maintain these values in ascending order. Very simple, guys. A is a variable which is holding list. If I keep a dot, dot will show all the list functions because A is a list. A is holding list. I am going to apply this sort function is there. Sort. I am going to apply sort. So here a lot of people will confuse how this will work, sir, exactly. Sort is a one of the built-in function in the list concept only. A is also list only. So this list sort function will be applied on A. This is A. What this sort will do? This will maintain the data. This sort function will sort in ascending order. Defaultly, it will maintain in ascending order, small to big. It will maintain in ascending order. See, small to big, everything will be sorted. Everything will be sorted. Okay. Now you tell me, okay, sir, sort is applying on the A, it is sorting. After sorting, we are printing now, we are getting the sorting order. See, operation is going on here, I'm telling you. Here, sort is applying, automatical sort is happening in the second line. In the second line, sort is applying in the second line. In the third line, if you print A means, you will be seeing the sorted value. The second line only, sorting is happening. Then if you want descending order, guys, you need descending. What I have to do? You tell me one thing. The reverse of ascending order means descending only, no? Reverse of ascending order means what, guys? Descending. So I want to apply the sort on top of this A. On top of this A, I want to apply the sort. Okay. But if I write directly like this, it will do ascending order. But I don't want ascending order. I want descending. I want descending. So here what I will do? I will tell like, so you are going to do ascending, no? So don't do ascending. Reverse is equals to true. I want to sort on top of it. Default it will do ascending. But what I am saying, please reverse it. Don't do ascending, which means descending. So you will be getting big to small. You will be getting big to small. Guys, understood all of you? Is it easy or hard? List concept, all the built-in functions one after other. So
Okay.
there are two more built-in functions. Gunshot
Copy.
interview questions. Copy and clear. Copy and clear. First, let's discuss about clear. Then I will go with the copy. Okay. Clear. Okay. Clear, what it will do is it will remove the data. It will remove the data from the variable, but not the variable. I'm telling you, but not the variable. For example, you tell me, guys, if I write like this, see, if I write like this, going to take here. I'm writing here. So you know very well. First line automatically it will save in the memory. First line will save in the memory. Okay. First line will save in the memory. Done. Delete A. Print A. Now you tell me what happens. You tell me what happens here.
It's temporary deleting the data, sir.
Okay. You see here. First line saving in the memory. Number one. Number two, you are deleting A. So what you are deleting? You are deleting the entire variable. Entire data, entire variable you are deleting. There is nothing in the A. Now again, if you are calling A means, will it come? Though it is there in the memory to print in front of you. First line saved in the memory. Second line you have deleted from the memory. Then again you are calling A. Do the A is there in the memory? A is not there in the memory because in the second line you deleted. Now see, if you run it, what it will say? Name A is not defined. Name A is not defined, which means the variable A is not there in the memory. Then how can you call it? How can you call it? So first line will be saving in the memory. Second line, delete A. Second line, delete A. You are deleting the entire variable data, everything from the memory. After deleting, again you are calling A, which is not there in the memory. How it is possible? What it is telling in the third line? It is deleting here. Then if you are calling this, from where it will come? Name A is not defined. Variable A is not there in the memory. Now if you see same concept, if I keep it here, what I am going to do is A is equals to nine. Okay. First line will save in the memory. First line will save in the memory. Okay. In the second line, what I am doing here is in the variable A, which is a list, in the list there is a built-in function. In the list there is a built-in function called clear. So what this clear function will do? Clear is a built-in function in the list which will be applied on the A since you are writing A dot. So what this clear will do? Clear will remove all the data. Will remove all the data in the variable, but variable will be alive. So in the second line, what happens? First line, data is saved. It is saved in the memory. Second line, all the data is removed. All the data inside it is cleared. If you print A means what will come as? Variable is there or not in the memory? Variable is there in the memory. If you print A means empty will come, not empty, like it's like empty list will come. You see, you will be getting the empty list for sure. See empty list. Why? Because first line saving in the memory. Okay. In the second line, what you are doing, you are applying the clear function on A, which means all the data will be clear, nothing will be there. So if you remove everything, you will be having the empty list only, no? Print A means empty list. This is why clear. Delete will delete the variable data, everything, but clear will remove the data inside the variable, but the variable will be alive. Variable will be alive. Guys, all of you understood? Till here, please tell me. Everything clear?
Yes, sir.
Just give me 1 minute. Okay. So what is the last one? Last one is nothing but, what is the last one is copy. Very, very important. Very, very important. I'm telling you. Please listen very carefully. Okay. Suppose if I am writing A is equals to, suppose if I am writing A equal to 10, 20, 30, simple. Okay. Guys, please listen very carefully. A equals to 10, 20, 30. Okay, first line saving in the memory. Second line, what I am doing, B is equals to A. What you are doing, whatever the data that is there in the A, you are giving to the variable B. So since it is a variable, you are creating a variable. So B also will be created. B is equals to, for the B, what you are giving? You are giving A only. 10, 20, 30. First line saving in the variable A. And the second line, what you are doing? Whatever the data that is there in the A, you are giving to the variable B. So variable B also will save in the memory. Okay, done. Now my question is, if I do any changes in the A, will it affect the B? If I do any changes in the A.
Yes, sir, it will affect to the B also.
Why? So
Because
basically
B is equal to A.
you are copying the data, no? So what happens? You are copying the data from A to B. So what is the relation? So here we call them as a deep copy. Basically, this concept is known as a deep copy. I told you, if you remember, when it is saving in the memory, every variable will be having one address, yes or no? Suppose if the variable address A of A address is 1 to 1, if you are copying the variable A data to the B, B will be also having the same address 1211. Okay, both the variables now having same address. If you do any change in the A, suppose if I am adding a value, if I am adding 100 to A, I am adding a value 100 to the A. Now if I print A, if I print B, if I print A, if I print B, see first line saving in the memory 10, 20, 30. 10, 20, 30. So whatever the data that is there in the A, I am giving to B. What I am saying is, A you are giving to B, no? A and B having same address. Address is same, memory address is same. So if you are doing any change in the A, you are trying to add in the A 100. Address same, no? 1211, 1211. It will affect B also. So that's why if you print A, if you print B, you will be adding 100 not only in the A, it will add in the B also. It will add in the B also. This concept is known as a deep copy. Deep copy. So how to overcome this issue? How to overcome this issue? What you have to do is, you just need to do only one thing here. You just need to do only one thing. See, A is a variable which is holding list. So A is a list, no? In the list there is a built-in function called copy. Copy. Now what happens? Now see what happens. See very clearly, I will tell you. Okay. So now see, first A is saving in the memory. Imagine this address is 1211. And whatever the data that is there in the A, you are going to give to B using the function, one function, copy function. What this copy function will do is, it will give all the data to the B, which is in the A, and there won't be no relation. This address will be 1311. Address will be different. Relation won't be maintained. Relation will be not maintained. Now, if you add any value into the A, 100 will be added here, but not to the B. Print A means 100 will be there. Print B means 100 will be not there. See, 100 is there only for the A, for the B not is there. We call them as shallow copy. That is the purpose of copy. So why we are using the copy function means, it will take the data, it will give the data which is in one variable to other variable. Okay, it will give the data which is in one variable to other variable without relation. It helps to cut the relation, no relation between the variables. If you if you do directly like this, if you do any change here, it will affect here also. So this is completely end-to-end about the list concept, guys. So from the basic, everything, all the built-in functions. If you see, if I write simply a dot, in the string concept, if there are 80 built-in functions, we discussed about 15, which is used for the data science. But in the list, if you see, copy, append, clear, count, extend, index, insert, pop, remove, reverse sort, all we have seen. All the built-in functions in this list, we have seen end-to-end about the list concept. So till here, if you have any query, you can ask me. So meanwhile, what I will do is, I will upload the examples for you, and I will upload the PPTs, which helps to, which helps to work, which helps to learn well on top of that.
Sir, can you please tell me the definition for the copy, sir? How to tell in the interview, sir? How to say in the interview?
Copy is one of the built-in function which is used to copy the data from one variable to another variable without maintaining the same address.
Okay, without maintaining the same address. Okay.
Without maintaining the same address. Okay, guys, see here in the classwork, whatever the work that I have done, it is already there. Example file I uploaded where you can do a lot of practice, and PPT is also available. And I think in the material I haven't written anything. That's why already this is there in the materials. You can see. Clear now, all of you? Okay, guys, see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll discuss tuples and sets.